Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a while. I know I haven't been filming in the past 2 or 3 months, and that's particularly because I started grad school 2 months ago. And I am now in New York City, specifically at Cornell Tech on Roosevelt Island. And I thought that it might be kind of interesting to show you guys what it's like to be here, just because I don't think a lot of students have been really making content about this. Just like when I started Middlebury College, and that was pretty much like the reason that I started to film and post a bunch of stuff about my alma mater back then. So I wanted to kind of take this opportunity to start filming today because it's fall break and I do want to get started on assignments before I get rushed with stress again when school resumes tomorrow. So I'm gonna go to Tata, which is one of the buildings. There are about like 2 or 3 buildings on campus, and one of them is Tata, where a bunch of master's students usually go study, and I'm gonna go there because I don't think I can concentrate when I'm at my own place, because I kind of get distracted with the views and music. So I kind of need to be in a different space to be able to actually focus. So follow along. This is a view from my dorm. It's pretty nice, actually. You can see a part of LIC, Brooklyn, and Manhattan. So this is kind of how I get distracted every day when I'm trying to study at home, which is also why I'm gonna go head out. This is my samgyeopsal kimchi jjigae, which is like pork belly kimchi stew, which I'm having for lunch at 3 p.m. So it's a bit of a late lunch. Hi guys, welcome back. I know I wanted to like film quite a bit yesterday, but then I ended up taking an afternoon nap after lunch, and I woke up, got dinner, and then worked out, and then I finished that one homework assignment that I was working on earlier that day. But I didn't film because I was just like really stressed, like trying to figure it out because I kept getting errors. I had to spend a bit of time like trying to debug that error. Now it's the next day and I just had a meeting for one of my homework assignments, which is for another class, and I have class in 20. So I'm gonna head out now because otherwise if I were to like head out 5 minutes before class, I would be stuck in an elevator because it would stop on literally every single floor because everyone else would want to try to go to class like 5 minutes before. So I'm trying to get to the building now, kind of hang out in the lobby, and then go to the auditorium where the class takes place, and I'll see you guys there. Today is Saturday afternoon, and I'm at the gym. No one's here, so yay. Hey guys, today's Wednesday, and I'm heading to class. I have about 5 minutes to get ready. I woke up a little late, not gonna lie, because I've been kind of sleep deprived, literally just sleeping for like 4 or 5 hours a night. And that's particularly because the past 2 weeks has been pretty busy with like the midterms. The school is a lot more intense than I thought. So I don't know. It's just like having midterms for the first time in 4 years was just, I guess, to put this positively, very refreshing. There's a view from the elevator hallway. Pretty nice. Hello, hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hello. And pretend you guys are like.
He doesn't. Wait, use iPad's nice. iPad's nice.
Okay, cool. So I missed my class, but we do have an assignment to still submit. So I am working on my sofa, and this is the current weather in the city. It's pretty nice. And it is currently 10:41. I think I'm done with my part, so I'm waiting for my team member to finish hers. I just washed after working on that assignment, and guess what? I checked my phone and I see that my midterm from last week has been graded. I'm not sure entirely how to feel about that, but I'll take a look at it in more detail and see like which points I've been deducted, because I've only been able to see the final grade of the midterm and not like how many points I got deducted in whichever question I got wrong. So I have about 10 minutes before class, but I think honestly it's fine. Like, it's not the end of the world, to be honest. It's just like a bit of a different feeling to be graded with an exam numerically, whereas like at work your performance would be kind of reviewed by people working with you, and I think that kind of worked better for me because I think I tend to work pretty well in teams and at work, and I think I seem to perform pretty well when I'm working with a team than like individually on like exams or other assignments. So maybe that's something that I should consider when I'm taking new courses in the next semester, like just looking for courses that do not offer midterms. Again, I didn't do horribly wrong, but it's just average, you know. Ever since I started living in a city like in SF or here in New York City, I've been just like putting at least some sort of makeup compared to when I was living in Menlo Park. Where I didn't really care much about looks and makeup. I think it really changes the way you kind of like present yourself depending on where you live. I'm not opposed to that, to be honest, because I do think that like putting a bit more effort into the way you look changes how you present yourself or how you feel about yourself that day. So I know I haven't filmed much, especially yesterday. I only filmed like one clip or two before I headed out, and then I completely forgot about filming, which is something, again, I need to fix. So hopefully I'll try to film a lot more today. It's Friday and that's a bit chill because I only have one meeting and then we have a presentation later in the afternoon. But before that, I'm gonna drop off this book that I finally finished called The Empire of Pain. And if you guys are interested in public health or litigation, I think it's something that would be of your interest, because it's about the family and their evolution to become basically the forerunners of the opioid crisis. And there are a lot of litigation matters involved in this activity. I would say activity. It could be a little dense, not gonna lie, but I would say the writing is still pretty remarkable and impressive, given that it's not going totally off tangent. I think it might seem dense because the Sacklers have impacted not just the public health, but also just a variety of like philanthropic activities, which is interesting. So if you guys are interested in like the opioid crisis or something related to that, I think it's one of the must reads. And I actually found this book from a bunch of Reddit posts because I was really obsessed with Succession earlier this year, so I wanted to read something that would be kind of related to that. And a lot of people recommended this book because it's again like a family business, just like Succession, and but in real life. So if you are a fan of Succession and want to kind of like be around that, then highly recommend. Okay, so I need to get ready because again I need to drop off that book at the library, and then I'm gonna hopefully get another book in like a week or two. While I'm getting ready, I'm gonna tell you guys about this like product studio for which we are meeting and presenting. So product studio is this core class that I believe all master's students have to take at Cornell Tech, given that the school emphasizes a lot on entrepreneurship and startup. Teams of usually 4 or 5 people from different programs would come up with an idea and try to pitch. But along the way, there are a bunch of ideations, iterations, and everything that would be needed to kind of like come up with that one single idea. So the past month or two, my team has been kind of working on what idea exactly to come up with and like what kind of solution we want to bring forth with a particular pain point. So this is our third idea actually, and I think we are pretty much set on that. It's something that we're all passionate about, and not gonna lie, I am excited about it. Like, I think it's pretty scalable, and it's something that I think a lot of people would want to use. I'm gonna gatekeep for now because we are still working on it. I think it's a pretty exciting era to kind of bring up an idea, because there are a lot of startups and like a lot of people coming up with like creative solutions, or maybe not so creative solutions. And it's almost like competition where like you kind of have to figure out like the level of feasibility, usability, viability. I forgot the third one. But if you guys know, there are these three components of what makes a product MVP, or like just something that people would use, that were published by IDEO, which is like one of the design companies. It's actually also one of the companies that I was fortunate to shadow and meet back in SF when I was like there for this Bay Area trek with my college. I don't know if I ever said this in my video or any of my videos, but going to that Bay Area trek was pretty much how I decided to live in SF or move to SF after graduating from Middlebury. So hopefully Middlebury does a lot more of that, because for me at least, it was very eye-opening, and I'm very grateful for that experience. I can't imagine like where I would be without it right now. This is like the town on the island. This is pretty much the entrance to the campus on the left-hand side. This is the Bloomberg Center where I usually take classes, and this is Tata. You'll see a bit of the Queensboro Bridge. Remember Albany from SF? We followed she started the SF to New York City pipeline.
I did. I surely started that. And then after that, this is so cute, Jennifer.
I know, right?
Oh, I really like it. I'm trying to see suits in the Upper West too.
Oh yeah, I heard that's nice there too. Well, yeah, let's do that.
So it can be like more of a city walk. No.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's still pretty cute.
I'm trying desperately. Everyone else. Actually, I think the Upper West is better than the Upper East.
I'm blind. This is like, where do you see this in the city?
너무 희생하시 여기다 왜 제가 이렇게 생긴 거 왜 아직까지 아무도 안